It's Ipswich versus Tottenham this weekend. A big game in particular for Ipswich at home in front of the fans at Portman Road. Games are running out. They're not winning enough games. There's no better than to win your home games. It's a crucial period of the season for Spurs. Could this be a banana skin? Could it be a turning point? These are the real questions. I think the focus is on the Europa League, but still, it is important. There's no escaping that. So stay tuned to the very end. Very interested to get your thoughts as always. But yeah, stay tuned. What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. I do hope you're keeping well. If you're new around here, please do smash that subscribe button and the like button. It really does help the channel grow and it is much appreciated. And get involved in the comments below with anything that you hear in today's video. In terms of team news, we had Ange Postecoglou's press conference today. It feels like a real later one this time, but it's completely messed up with so many games at the moment. But also, whenever we played on a Saturday, that's the thing. It's been a long while since we have played that Saturday because we didn't play in the week. No FA Cup action, no Europa action, no League Cup action. So that is just a real rarity for us. But Ange did say that there's no new injuries to report on. These are his words. No new concerns from last week, and the others guys are ticking along well. On Christian Romero, he says it's going well for him and he's in a good place and really keen to pick the right moment with him and Mickey to make sure we've got them for the rest of the season. He went on to say, which is positive, I'm hoping Romero and Mickey are back around the first leg. So that's a positive. He hopes to have them both back by then. So yeah, really positive. I mean, it's been a while since we had that positive team news. So that is the team update, but some quick stats, both in terms of head-to-head, but also both teams. League position, Ipswich at 18th, Tottenham at 12th, 17 points for Ipswich and 30 for Spurs. Goal scored, Ipswich 23, Spurs with 49, it's a big difference. Form guide over the last 5, Ipswich 1-1 draw, impressive draw by the way as well with 10 men at Villa Park. Sebi dismissed, who'll be unavailable for this game. 4-1 win, it's a big one there against Coventry away. Frank Lampard's informed side, so they really went against a trend Ipswich with that one. 2-1 defeat at home to Southampton. 4-1 defeat, the customary, if you like, at Anfield, and a battering 6-0 at home at Portman Road against Man City. For Spurs, a little bit more positive, only just though 1-0 win last time out against Man United, 2-1 loss against Villa in the FA Cup, 4-0 defeat. Talk about batterings at Anfield. There's another one here, this time for Spurs, 4-0. 2-0 win away to Brentford and a 3-0 win at home to Elfsborg. So not too bad in all competitions. That's 3 wins from 5, but 2 defeats as well. Previous meetings, so this comes to head-to-head. Played 52 games, both these sides against each other. Ipswich have won 21, Spurs have won 23, so narrowly coming out on top with 8 of them being a draw. Previous scores of these two sides, sadly I don't like to bring it up, but we know the result earlier on in the season at home, whereas Spurs 1, Ipswich 2. Last time out before that, though, was club friendlies. You have to go back to 2020 for that. So in the friendly, 3-0 win for us at home. And then you have to go back for the third to last fixture all the way to 11th of January 2002, where Ipswich won 2-1 at Portman Road. A couple of stats and facts for you. Ipswich have won their last 4 Premier League games against Spurs. They've won 5 consecutive top flight meetings with an opponent versus Norwich between 1984 and 1993. Some interesting stat there. Spurs have won just one of their last 6 away league games against Ipswich at Portman Road, drawing 2, losing 3, picking up a 3-1 win all the way back in August 1994 under manager Ozzy Ideales. We lost the reverse fixture, as we know, in November 2-1. The only promoted sides to complete the Premier League double over Spurs were Birmingham City 2007-8 season and Wolves 2009-2010 season. So, yeah, we don't break history for the wrong reason because Ipswich Town are seeking their first double of the season. But let's move on to what my team would be and what I actually think will happen. So this would be my team. Vicario in goal. Defence, I'd bring a doggy back into that side, left back, and shift Jed Spence over to the right. It's been crucial. And by the way, in his press conference did allude to how well Spence has done, and talked about him having a good mentality, and that how him and his coaching staff always knew that there was a player there. So that was I thought nice to hear, nice to see. I think he needs a little bit more respect maybe than he's got from Ange, but managed to deal with things in different ways. I've gone with Davies and Danso at the back. Really impressed with how Danso's settled in. Midfield, I think, it's a real 50-50 between a few players now. Ange is nice to have that option. He hasn't had in recent weeks, a little bit more at his disposal. I've gone with Basuma, Gray and Maddison. I think we've got to keep Maddison in that team after that United performance. Not perfect, but a lot better from him. It's whether he can keep it up now. Basuma, I'm thinking more defensively and a physical type of game. And Gray, I'd just like to see in midfield. Has to be Tell up top for me. I go Mikey Moore on the left. I give Son a rest. Looks knackered. Anna's playing really poor at the moment. Hasn't played good enough to get in the team for a long while. And bringing Brennan Johnson in on the right. So in this game, I'm going to strike the balance of being able to probably narrowly, but win the game, but rest players that I think need resting in particular, Kulusevski I'm looking at, Son, in terms of maybe a bit more drop in, but Porro as well. So those three aren't in my team, and that's why Son, you could argue, a little bit more form, as well as just, giving him a rest. It's a little bit of both, to be honest with you. I think we've got to come to terms with that. It's not just about, Son's fitness. He just hasn't been good enough. That's the reality. He hasn't been good enough in the team. And captain, I know captain, you have to perform to a standard. In terms of what I do think Andrew will do, I don't think Moore will start. I think Son will be in that team. I think it's a possibility that Kulusevski's rested, but I don't think Porro will be. I think it'll be Porro and either Spencer or Doggy. He might find a way to get all three in. Maybe put one in Spencer centre, but I'm not sure. He's got a lot at his disposal, but I think there'll be a couple of changes from my team. I hope. What I do think though is he will go with Gray midfield, which he doesn't do a lot. Fingers crossed. But quick thoughts on Town before we move into score prediction. This season, I think they've been good. Reminds me very much of Luton Town last season. I think they've done well. Don't get the respect they deserve, but they should have more points on the board. They've dropped a lot of points from winning positions as of we. That's one thing that I should have mentioned the head-to-head. Try and plug up a stat now, but both teams do get into winning positions a lot, but can't hold on to it. Ipswich you expect maybe down the bottom, but for Spurs, there isn't so much of that excuse. Here we go. A couple more stats head-to-head. Goals conceded. Ipswich conceded 50 compared to Spurs. It's 37. Passing accuracy. Spurs lead the way with 85.6% to Ipswich's 80.5. Points gained from a losing position. Ipswich have only gained 3 from a losing position. That's music to the ears of Ange Postecoglou. But his side have only gained 10 from a losing position. Points dropped from a winning position. Ipswich have dropped 19 points from winning positions, and Spurs have dropped even more, 21. So I thought I'd drop that in there. But I think they've been good at Ipswich, but they've got to do more with these home games. They haven't won enough games this season. Having said that, what a point at Villa Park last time out. It's a real confidence booster. Big week for them this game. Then Man United, so they'll go into it with lots of hope. But they're lucky in terms of Southampton abysmal, Leicester abysmal, Wolves. Can't see consistently getting the results. But my score prediction, sorry if you lost me there with some connection issues. I think we're going to nick it. I've been thinking about my prediction all week and I've changed my mind a couple of times. Originally, I thought it could be a draw because of Ipswich and what they need for this season, but I think we'll narrowly win it. A few more players coming back from us, and it just feels a positive feel around the camp at the moment, which we haven't had for a while, which is nice. So I'm going 2-1 Spurs. Get your score prediction in the comments below. And anything you heard in today's video, your lineup, team news, thoughts on the stats, thoughts on either side, their form, whether you be a Spurs, Ipswich, or football fan. If you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe, turn the notifications bell on. Be much appreciated. And as I said, please do get involved in the comments below. Always interested to hear from you. But for now, a massive come on, you Spurs. Enjoy the game. Reminder, it's not on TV. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff. We haven't had many of them this year. I'm sure some people try and find streams, etc. But no, it isn't on TV. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We'd be hoping that we win. That's all that matters, and we can catch up on match of the day because Spurs fans, I'm sure you can agree. Ipswich fans, same for your side. Match of the day is far more enjoyable when your team's won. Enough of me waffling. Up the Spurs. Enjoy the game. Let's hope for a win.